We begin in the US, where one of the most powerful storms in its history has hit Florida's southwest coast, with winds of up to 150 miles per hour and torrential rains. Some towns have been almost entirely submerged under floodwater that Hurricane Ian, a Category 4 storm, has brought. Our correspondent Azadeh Mashiri has this report.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're coming on the air because Hurricane Ian is about to make landfall along Florida's southwest coast.
Ian has made landfall around Fort Myers.
A very strong category.
The hurricane has made landfall as well as the headlines across US networks. That's because it's become one of the strongest hurricanes to ever strike the United States. And now the dangers are multiplying. The life-threatening winds and flooding have already caused damage throughout Florida's southwestern coast, with debris traveling through the waters and cars submerged. Buildings like this beachfront hotel in Naples have been overwhelmed, forcing people to wade through the water. Some areas like Tampa Bay have seen a rare occurrence, what's called a reverse storm surge. Ian's winds have been so powerful they've swept away massive amounts of water, leaving bare shorelines. But that water will soon come barreling back. Now several states have also declared a state of emergency, reckoning with the breadth of the hurricane and realizing Florida is not the only place Ian has in its crosshairs. Azadeh Mashiri, BBC News.
Well, Hurricane Ian has already struck Cuba on its way to the US, and the island is still struggling to recover from the damage caused. There have been countrywide power cuts, even in parts of Cuba, which were not badly hit by the storm. Louisa Pilbeam reports.
In the darkness of Cuba's capital, food rots in freezers. Hurricane Ian has knocked out the power across the whole island, leaving more than 11 million of its people losing food they can't afford to replace.
In general, the power never goes out. It goes out in phases, that is to say in some blocks, but the rest of the blocks have electricity. But this time it was a total blackout.
Restaurants watched their food go off, unable to trade with the power off, in a country with an economy already ravaged.
We are always running the risk of our products spoiling. There is no alternative, and we have no power plant or way of storing the food.
When the light of day came, the full devastation could be seen. 2 people so far reported dead, an island swamped, homes pulled apart. And no wonder, this is Hurricane Ian from space, the Category 4 storm now turning its power on Florida. Cuba, with crumbling infrastructure, has seen its electrical system collapse.
The country's westernmost region is affected by the damage caused by Hurricane Ian. Pinar del Rio and Artemisa suffered damage. On the Isle of Youth and part of Mayabeque, the damage caused by the hurricane has yet to be recovered. In the last of the provinces, we are working on restoring the system.
Hurricane Ian has moved on, but in Cuba this destruction will take months, perhaps years, to recover from. Louisa Pilbeam, BBC News.